We're good? They're starting with the man in the mirror. No one's coming to help, and it's a Magic Marker Monday. What stage of grief are you in? Welcome to today's Cowboys DLLS podcast, which starts... Meow. Meow. Look at the face on the birthday boy. Jerry Jones is the thumbnail. If you're listening in podcast form, you don't know what I'm talking about. There's a picture of Jerry Jones on the screen on YouTube. They got mauled. Shout out to the people who were in the chat before the show even started. Lions ate all day, Golden Corral style. If I have kids and they say they want to be Cowboy fans, going to send them to therapy. I think the Cowboys did a decent job yesterday, and lots of emojis. We're here, and we're not leaving. We're going to stay.
We actually showed up for our job today.
We did.
Wow.
We did.
Shots fired.
And we hope that you guys are also at your jobs today. Or that you quit. Just do what makes you happy. Do what makes you happy.
I mean,
we got a lot of Cowboy stuff to get to today. I am a person named Jeff. He is a person named... Well, this isn't part of his name. It's just a description of him. He is a former Cowboys wide receiver. How do you know he's a national champion as a basketball player as well? UNC Tar Heel. Jesse Holley.
Oh, Jesse Holley went 77 yards. It must be a reality show.
if women
Please not. Please.
No, go ahead. Go
Please,
ahead. Go ahead.
please,
Go.
please.
Do it.
go through menstruation,
Oh, my God.
What? Oh, yeah, I see it now.
I said please.
Yeah, you did.
Should
does
we go
men
Womenstration.
go through womenstration?
Yeah.
So, Dad, are you a dad?
Do we go through?
Are you a dad?
I'm everybody's father.
Do we go
I'm
through?
Zaddy.
Dad joke.
Zaddy.
It's bad dad joke.
What about
He's in
womenopause?
Zaddy.
Womenopause.
Oh, my God.
I like
Women.
Applaud. I like it.
Women applause.
Next to Jesse
Hey, Special K, stop it.
is one of the two best beat writers we have here at DLLS. He's been battle tested with these Cowboys for quite some time. The great and powerful Clarence Hill.
If you want to win, put pop. Wow.
Yeah, pop.
That hurt me. I got a question.
Oh crap! Is it a dad joke?
No, it's not.
Okay.
On the next championship team, how much time you get?
Okay. Wow.
I just
that
asked
is
a
a-
legitimate question. I don't know.
It's not. No problem. No
I
problem.
just asked.
No problem.
No problem with that.
Yeah.
Can I
Now,
ask?
I average about 4 or 5 minutes a game.
Okay.
Damn.
I'll ask.
Yeah. No.
Do you look at you trying to start something?
No, we have to
You're
start
trying to be petty.
No, you tried to start something.
You're trying to be petty. I just asked the question. No,
I introduced a
no,
national
I
champion.
just asked.
What?
You know what you're doing.
No, I'm not doing anything.
What kind of sports you play again?
None.
Oh,
The women.
How many minutes you get at Schulenburg?
The women. Oh, come on. Come on, stop.
4 or 5?
Started as a freshman all the way. Yeah.
Next to Clarence is the best beat writer for the Cowboys that we got here at DLLS. It's Joe Hoyt. Hi, Joe.
Hey guys. In honor of Toxic Tom, don't let your kids grow up to be Cowboys fans. Willie Nelson once said.
Yeah, mamas. Don't let
Mamas.
your
Did
babies
Willie
do
Nelson
that.
say that?
You sang it.
Yeah. You
And
didn't
Waylon
know
Jennings.
I didn't see the I didn't see the fans part.
Don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys.
No,
Fans.
Fans.
Oh, fans. Sorry.
yeah.
that was a remix.
Don't let them watch Dak and they'll always smoke crack.
We got a like for what? Oh, hell yeah.
Your nostril nasal singing.
And Katya's over there as well, but you don't get to see her.
What up, Kit Kat?
She is over there controlling things. How you guys doing? You feeling good? It's a Magic Marker Monday. Third segment today. What stage of grief are you in? Don't worry, I have all 5 of them in front of me, so you can figure it out whether you're in denial, anger, bargaining, depression, or acceptance. Which one's Mike McCarthy in?
Oof. Survival.
That's not a
Survival.
okay.
Fight, flight, survive, right?
Yeah.
Survival.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think he's halfway between denial and acceptance. If you can be there.
Denial and acceptance. Well, that would be bargaining.
That's-
Because
yeah,
you'd
it's
be at the
bargaining.
halfway
You'd be halfway
point
point.
because you went the first one and the fifth one.
He's trying to bargain for his job.
This
He's trying to bargain.
roster's a bargain.
But you got to accept the roster though. It is what it is. He said we're not gonna get any help. That's what he said. Like we're not gonna get any help. And then he said, "Well, we don't need any help. I like the guys. You know,
That's right.
in the same sentence,
He
we're not
forgot.
gonna get any help."
For me-
Jerry, he didn't help me in a March when he said he was all in. He didn't help me in free agency. He ain't gonna help me at the draft. I mean, with the trade deadline, we're not gonna get any help. And then he said, "We don't need any help. I like this roster." No, you need some help.
What a team.
He wanted some help.
Do you think, because Mike McCarthy is the one who said they all need to look in the mirror, and then I feel like the players all said that too, which means
Yeah.
they just
Yeah.
heard the coach message,
Yeah.
and they're like, okay, we'll go with the coach message. When he looks in the mirror, does he see a guy that's kind of screwed?
Yeah.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt. No doubt. And you know, I was just thinking about that. When they look in the mirror, they can realize they are who they look like.
They are who we thought they were.
Yes. And well, yeah, we did. They, you know, because that is
Yeah.
you know, we were 2-5 in 2018
And then you traded for Amari Cooper. Are they going to trade for somebody?
No.
Oh.
That's the problem, is that you can look in the mirror and be accountable, but the things that ail you are not fixable. And I will say this. Well, you said that a couple of weeks ago, and these all extensive other conversations, and I'm saying the offensive line has to get better. This is my
They
this is my
benched the first round
playing.
pick.
They had to get better. This is my playing. Well, you're right. They're not getting better.
Whoa.
See, I can do that.
You
Mark
keep receipts.
I can
Put
I
that
can
down.
do it. There's always receipts.
That's a
Put that
positive
down.
receipt.
we don't forget
respect that.
conversations.
I respect that.
You know,
I
Yeah,
respect that.
Yeah.
I respect that.
They're not getting better. But also,
They're getting
remember when I said 5-11 and y'all talk trash to me?
That's because the math doesn't
Yeah,
work.
literally.
Okay, now.
Yeah.
You got to add one somewhere.
But it's about it's the Dave Campos synergy though. It's about I covered those 5-11 teams.
Yeah.
I know what it looks like.
Yeah.
So 5-11's in my head.
Yeah.
And I remember it was funny, as I tweeted last night, during those Dave Campbell years, there was an old Grizzly radio guy named Ray Stone. He's gone to glory now. But back in the day, he after one of those games, he goes in there to Dave Campbell and says, "Dave, that's the worst performance I've ever seen." And Dave said, "You got a question?" but I'm watching that game last night.
Was he still asking questions recently?
No,
Who is the guy that sits in the front from the little weird
dude.
town that
No,
never
that's
and
not-
is large,
the big dude?
and he
Oh.
never has a question. He just says words.
But that dude is very positive. He's a
Yeah.
sunshine. He's not like Ray Stone is
Okay.
Dallas.
Because he'll
you
just
know.
be like, Dak, not the best game.
Yeah, that's him. That's
It's like-
okay. He's from Gilmer. That's our
Yeah,
guy.
Gilmer.
So
He's the
job
Gilmer
is to,
mirror, yeah.
our job is to stop him from trying to get the first question. So we're like,
Okay.
but when I'm watching that game last night, and I know we watched Green Bay, and I know we watched Baltimore, I know we watched the Saints. This was the worst one.
How? Wait.
This was the
it's
worst
the low
one.
point.
Wait.
This was the worst one.
Nah, the Saints was the worst.
Okay.
No.
How?
They scored a touchdown against the Saints. They got in the end zone
I
against
think
the
they had
Saints.
hope after the
What?
Saints
Okay.
game.
Was
Or,
This
I
was
mean,
the
after
worst one.
last two games.
was the performance the worst one, or was the expectation going into this game the worst? Because I knew Monday.
No.
I
It-
knew Monday.
I
they didn't
referred
have
to
a
this
chance.
as the worst matchup possible
No,
in
no,
the
no. I
NFL for
knew
the
they
Cowboys.
had no chance, but it was the effort. It was just the defense turning down tackles, being out physical, offense looking as inept as I've ever seen the offense look. Because we knew they had a good offense.
Yeah.
Detroit does not have a doomsday defense. They're good. They're gamers. They have Aiden Hudson.
Since we're apologizing.
but to not be able to do anything, not PA drop on offense.
Since we're apologizing,
You have an apology?
I do.
Mm.
Okay.
To you.
Oh.
What did you do?
Aiden Hutchinson is that dude. Like, he,
You said he wasn't?
We were sitting in the pre-show, and then I exaggerated on the air, but they were just, his idea was like, he's good,
No,
but I don't know if he's like special.
he been wrecking
he's
shop.
special.
He
Aiden's
wrecking
awesome.
shop.
Nah, he's special. Like, I
He
saw
won't win Defensive Player of the Year, though.
Well,
I said he
that's
would.
That's
He will
unfortunate.
not
You know
anymore.
why?
That's
What he won't?
unfortunate.
Because he doesn't have a leg.
Thank you. I'm like, I'll be breaking news. He
Yeah.
won't win defensive player of the year.
Yeah. Well, I
No,
thought he was going.
No, he was on
I
base.
saw the bend that I need to see on one of those plays, and I was like, there it is.
You're not talking about his leg, are you?
No, no.
Oh my God.
No.
My
No.
God.
Oh.
No. No. Too soon.
Am I the only sicko who,
Too
when they
soon.
came back on the broadcast and they're like, we are not going to show the replay. I was like, let me go find that replay.
Yeah,
I
you
was
And so
out
we
there.
found it,
Showed
hit
him.
pause, and you could see, I don't know if you guys are MMA fans,
Yeah.
but it was very Anderson Silva when he kicked a dude.
Yeah,
in the head,
so-
and his leg just kept going.
Yeah,
around the
somebody
leg.
told me about that. Yeah, that they
Yeah.
compared it to Anderson
Yeah,
Silva as
went
well.
around.
Because
It
I
blew my
initially
mind.
thought it was the turf, and I'm against turf anyway. And I was like, get rid of the turf.
Nah, it was shit.
Because it was like
That was shin,
it was
shin,
like
and
because
one
it
shin
looked
gauge.
like a simple sack,
Yeah.
but then he laid there and he started pulling. You know, when you're in trauma, you just do some things.
Yep.
He just started taking his gloves
Yeah.
off. So I knew it was bad. But why are you taking your gloves off when you broke it? That's just something. That's your mind.
Yeah.
It tells you to do something. You know what I'm
Somebody,
saying?
somebody when
He
it
just started taking
happened,
his gloves off.
was like,
Okay, this
it's-
is over.
yeah.
I'm just taking my gloves
Yeah.
off.
somebody, I forget, watching yesterday was like, oh, yeah, it's his hand or his arms. And I'm like, no, it's not. His leg isn't moving, and he's just doing things.
Yes,
Yeah.
he
shot,
just
100%.
they're taking his gloves. Yeah, he killed Zach Martin. As we talking, it wasn't just the tackle. It was Zach Martin, that offensive line.
Lee McNeil,
And-
Aaron Donald-esque performance.
Yes, yeah, the guy that
Yeah.
that wasn't Aaron Donald.
No. But
Yeah.
he dominated Zach Martin.
I've never heard of Liam McNeil.
Have
Have you ever heard of Liam McNeil?
NC State, good prospect a couple
Yeah.
years ago.
What was he drafted?
Second or third round, I think. He's a good player.
He's solid. No, he's solid.
Not that he's been a big name in the look. I'm a draft guy. I
I
watch all
understand
these.
that,
I watch
but
all these.
I know
games.
he's an
He ain't-
ACC guy.
He
That's
ain't
why I
threatened
know.
no-
That's why I
he
know.
ain't threatened to make no Pro Bowls, all pro teams.
He will if he plays us
He
again.
played the Cowboys. I
I
say he played
mean,
Cowboys 5
I
times.
feel like
in a
if
row.
everyone plays the Cowboys,
And,
they're on pace.
that's just the problem. As you look at that game, look at this team in the aftermath of this game, they're trying to say the right things. They're trying to say we can turn it around. We got the right people in the locker room. The problems they have can't be fixed. The offensive line, the defensive line are the major. But you can get
Yeah.
DeMarcus Lawrence and Michael Parsons back.
Yeah.
You can get Bland back. Being able, your defensive line being able to stop the run, that can't be fixed. And your offensive line listen, Dak didn't play well. The running backs are not dynamic, but the offensive line will give them no chance.
Their longest run on the season is still 13 yards, and we have played 6 NFL football games. That's gross.
Yeah.
You haven't one time popped a run in 6 games.
David Montgomery did that 25% of the time. Literally yesterday. He exceeded that.
And that goes back to the offseason evaluation and the decisions they made. I know because Jerry, I love this offensive line. I love our depth, and he was just pumping it up.
Plus, we got
You know,
Zach.
they
saved him for this one.
They got rid of the center. They didn't respect the center. They went to Washington because he was just a guy.
Yadish, yeah.
And-
Or Biadaz. as Steven
Biadaz.
says.
Biadaz.
The guys who run the team don't know the player names.
They got rid of Tyron.
Yep.
He's with the Jets.
Yep.
You know, and we understood that, but the offensive line wasn't great last year. It's worse now.
No, y'all keep playing them.
It's worse.
Keep playing them. Just pick a 5.
and we
Just keep
made
playing
the
'em.
excuse,
Get
you know,
better.
for the right tackle who cut off the knee injury last year,
He's not coming off a knee injury anymore.
and Zach Martin has regressed.
And Terrence is not
he's
even
a-
the worst.
he's
though.
a-
That's the thing.
Let's go to the super chats.
Yeah,
Kit Kat, let's see what we got going on in the super chat. Toxic Tom. Appreciate the
I
super
like
chat,
Toxic
Toxic Tom. Next time JJ asks if he is an idiot, you say yes.
Oh,
Oh, that
last
was
night
so
he had
fun.
said-
That was such a layup last night.
Yeah, he said, "Am I?
You think I'm an idiot?
Yeah.
What would
I
you
like
have
that.
said?
I just started looking at him laugh.
What would you have said?
And that's
I looked at him like, you know, woman asked, don't ask me again.
German Chris G in the super chat. If Zeke, other than red zone, I'm
Oh.
turning it off.
If Zeke's in the game,
You know, the funny thing, we had the big controversy about Zeke. You were, they're down the whole team.
he
organization,
complained to you.
mad at me
And then-
because I described his feelings as dumbfounded, which maybe I should have used perplexed or bewildered about his usage, and especially not in the red zone, because I don't think they understand what the word dumbfounded means.
Yeah.
But typical Cowboys, all this controversy, we're going to run the offense and have the same roles. Zeke had more carries than Rico.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was the feature back.
After
I mean-
Rico had a career day.
I mean, like, make it make sense.
They were saving
Jerry
him for
was
this.
saving him. He has more carries than Rico.
You know what's funny? Like y'all say that as if Zeke had 30 carries.
No,
He had 8.
I understand, but Rico
But
had
still.
5.
He had 8.
Rico had 5.
I
And
know, I'm
Rico
with you.
had 2
Listen,
in the first half.
Right.
Right. And 3 the
Rico,
rest of the way.
if
We played
anybody
bad
understands
running
you,
back.
Rico, I understand you.
No,
I, at one
Jesse.
time,
No,
had the best game of my career.
it's not the same.
and the next game,
caught one pass.
I caught 3.
Okay,
Thank
you're
you.
right.
3 for 96.
You're right.
Got down to the 1-yard line. Helped the team win the game,
You're
just like you did, Rico.
You're right.
And I too understand
No,
the very next
Rico
game.
blew the game.
The very next game,
Dak won the
Rico,
game.
they didn't give me the ball either. I understand you, my boy.
Rico's last play was awful against Pittsburgh.
He was being punished for that.
The North remembers.
The North remembers.
Okay. Game of Thrones?
Okay. That Game of Thrones reference?
Holy crap. Yeah, so coming up next on the Cowboys DLLS podcast, and we do have Magic Marker Monday. We do want to know what stage of grief you're in, and we do like when the super chats keep coming. We do need to talk about the surprisingly most disappointing part of this team, including that Hall of Famer, and other Cowboy things of note on the Cowboys DLLS podcast. Oh, my bad, y'all.
If you are one to go into hiding, or you want to look real cool, either one, whichever you prefer, get some shades like this. See, you're the only one that just didn't figure out that it's all about Shady Rays, baby.
I have the same ones Clarence has. Bro.
Use our promo code DLLS and get $35 polarized. Boom. See those right there? The polarized aviators right there? 35% off a pair of polarized sunglasses. Over 300,000 people have given Shady Rays a 5-star rating. And if you break them, and if you lose them, no problemo. Yeah. Shady Rays will return a pair of your choice or your liking. No charge to you.
Let them cook.
Let them cook.
Let them cook.
So head on over to ShadyRays.com. Get you a pair. I don't know what mine are called, but mine are pretty dope. Got aviators. Got Joe. I don't know what those are called, but look how good we look up here. ShadyRays.com. Use our promo code DLLS and get 35% off a pair of polarized sunglasses and look like us.
Yeah, that would be great. Also want to encourage you to hit up our friends at Sleeper. It's a wonderful app. You can see right here, Jesse. I don't know if you can see this. That's called Dubs, baby. Because I took this guy named Bobrovsky who plays hockey.
Oh,
Sergey. I said he would have more than 19 and a half saves.
Yeah.
Because the pick was on sale.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know what it means, but he did it. And then I said Derrick Henry would have more than 50 rushing yards. Jordan Love would have more than 200 passing yards. CeeDee Lamb would have more than 75 receiving yards. And Chuba Hubbard would have more than 50 rushing yards. Bang! That's 4.43 times my money.
Is that why you brought donuts in this morning?
That's why I brought donuts. That's donut winning.
Oh, donut money.
Hit up my friend Sleeper.
baby.
All you got to do is pick. You make your picks. Will players have more or less than their projected stats each week? And the more picks you combine, the more you can win. Use our code DLLSBOYS on the Sleeper app. You get up to a $100 match on your first deposit. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Okay. You've talked about the offensive line a lot in the first segment, which pissed me off because that was going to be the second segment.
We can keep
No, it's
talking.
okay.
There's a lot of things we can talk about.
No, it's okay. Because I'm gonna fight y'all.
Oh,
I'm gonna fight y'all.
Fight us.
I think there is part of the offensive line that's going to get better as the season goes along. I do think that part of the offensive line is going to get better. But I will say, I didn't see the Zach Martin thing coming. Zach Martin was bad yesterday. And there might have been a lot of snaps where he was good, but he stood out in a bad way more than once or twice. And I don't think I was ready for that. And
Very first play of the game.
Very
first play of the game. If you go watch it. The very first play of the game.
I can pull it up.
Ball's on the 30-yard line. Zach Martin at the snap of the ball gets blown back 2 yards.
I mean, I can check.
Literally. I can tell you. I got the tape cut out and everything. It's the first play of the game. It's sad.
He got paid though.
I mean, Zach Martin deserved to get paid. Like he got his money.
Did he deserve it?
Yeah, Zach Martin played really good
Yeah,
football.
because they needed his ass to come to camp.
Zach Martin.
What I'm saying, did he deserve his money? Like, did he deserve to get?
Yeah, you're
That's the art of the deal.
Yeah,
because he wasn't good last year, or he wasn't good this.
I'm always going. I'm telling you now. I'm always going to be on the side of players getting money.
No, me too.
Always.
Me too.
Always. So you're never going to be able to talk me off players getting money. I'm never going to allow these billionaires who don't play a snap, a down, who don't risk anything physically out there in the football field. I don't care how the outcome of it. I don't care what the outcome is. I'm always going to be in favor of players getting checks.
I'm with you, but it's
then
so,
don't say but.
No, listen to me now.
No, but
Listen to me. I'm with you on the player side, but it's so typical Cowboys who pay guys and the return on investment is not what they had hoped.
Maybe
Who are forced into playing guys.
Maybe this is a conversation for another day. But
here goes Zach. First play of the game.
First play of the game.
Got him pulled up. Oh, he got thrown into Rico.
Yeah.
Oh,
1 yard gain, right?
Oh, he got punked. Yeah, and that was Lynn McNeil.
So, you know,
Of course it was.
they
NC
can't
State
see
third round
They
pick.
can't see your tape.
I know, but they can see my reaction to the tape confirming Jesse's expertise in analysis.
I think you bring up a great point, too. And I think if you go look at what Bill Belichick did with the Patriots, Bill Walsh with the 49ers, a lot of people have always said you pay people you let people leave either too early, not too late.
Right.
And I think maybe with Zach Martin, we're kind of seeing an example of this. One thing to know about Zach Martin, though, too, had a back injury, showed up on the practice report this week, missed a couple practices. It was kind of like a rest day. Is it a vet day? Is he getting a super vet day? Okay. Maybe the back was bothering him a little bit more than we thought, or maybe it's a sign of a page turned. Aleem McNeil destroyed him. 8 one-on-one pass rush snaps against him, 4 pressures and a sack.
Backs don't get better with old guys.
Yeah.
Backs don't get better.
Well, they can calm down a little bit.
Yeah, they don't get better, though. They recur.
Because he hadn't been bad. Like, Zach Martin hasn't been bad this year.
No, this was the worst game.
He's had more of the bad moments.
Yes,
like,
he's had
normally,
bad.
like when you watch Zach Martin play, he's almost clean. Like you can go through a game film and be like, man, he's played a really clean game.
Yeah.
We've seen more moments in games this year where Zach has been more than bad.
Yeah.
And the problem is that you want him to be dominant, not just good.
Yeah.
You need to be dominant. And him and the right tackle, when they were good a couple of years ago, when they overrated the right tackle,
They can mash people.
is because of their dominance in run blocking.
Right.
Their
And he was
combo
like-
blocks.
And a good run. They have not been good,
No.
let alone dominant. And the right tackle has been bad.
They
Yeah,
took turns
but
yesterday.
not even
I'm
north.
kind of used to that.
Yeah.
They took turns yesterday.
No, I agree. But
I mean, y'all boarded me, the chatted me and tweeted me and all the kind of stuff about the best starting five. Move to don't take the surprise out your look, because you was on that game. You was on that board too. You was on that board too of having Tyler Smith go play left tackle and move TJ back. Not you.
Yeah, okay,
him.
okay.
No.
This guy right here. This guy right here. He
no.
looked at me with the surprise.
Let me see the tape. I want to see the tape.
Okay.
Show me the tape.
I will.
But
I'll pull it up.
The bottom line is they're all bad. So there's no answer. So whether people push for that because they knew Tyler Guyton wasn't playing well, the fact is that they didn't play Tyler Guyton yesterday because he's been so bad, and then they played Austin when they took Tyler out. They played Austin Richardson.
There's no point. Yeah, there's no point in playing a guy who's
They were
hurt.
not
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even know that happened.
Yeah, there's no point in playing a guy who's hurt.
That game was over.
He was just that bad.
Yeah,
so
but
everybody's bad up front.
The thing that I and I think Jeff was too, we were trying to explain about this whole thing was
Try to teach you.
when you take a guy in Tyler Smith who is a Pro Bowler at left guard, right? And is dominant at left guard, and you move him to left tackle, he goes from being dominant to being okay. And then you insert in his position a guy who was not even significantly less than he was at that. So I'm saying all that is that you now went from having at least one spot solidified, for sure, locked down, especially when it comes to bringing pressure. You can always bring help to the tackle outside. And now you switch these things out, and now you've got an okay and a bad problem on the inside.
And you know what that cell tells you? How bad the other left tackle options are. That tells you how bad the Matt Willisco's and Austin Richards and Chuma's on injury reserve. That tells you how bad their other options are.
And I also
so
think
it wasn't
this
about our believing that it was going to be better. It was about our believing that they had nobody else.
Zach Martin had 7 pressures.
Yeah.
They had nobody else. You don't want Austin Richards out there at left tackle, period.
No, I'm just.
So I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
The left tackle should be. Y'all not gonna like this. The left tackle should be Tyron Smith.
Yeah.
Right,
that
but he's
should
not
be
here.
the left tackle.
But he's not here.
I know, because Jerry is a silly goose and a
but
liar.
and so this whole offense line, the whole construction offense line, because I distinctly remember Jerry bragging, maybe overly bragging, maybe trying to convince himself in training camp, talking about how great the line is. I love this line. I love this line. I love, the depth and all this. They keep hyping up these backup guys like there's some quality depth and that, something happened. They all have been awful. And everybody they draft on the offensive line who are not in the top 3 rounds, the Matt Bolescos, the Balls, they've given you nothing.
And it's weird because I can't claim to know enough about the exact job that a position coach does.
Mm-hmm.
Solari's not been what everybody hoped he was.
It's not good.
No.
And that, you know what? You could sell me that Zach Martin's back hurt in that game and that won't happen again.
There's a difference.
Because that, just looking at the advanced numbers of pressures and hurries and all those things, Zach Martin's pass block grade was a 0. I've never seen that.
He had a 0 pass blocking grade?
I've never seen that. That's absurd. And by the way, your Tyler Smith is going to save us at tackle, 57.
You didn't. Yeah.
TJ Bass, 50. Cooper Beebe, 38. Terrence Steele, 38.
38 for Cooper Beebe?
Cooper Beebe is the one that can and I think will get better. Cooper Beebe, I think, will be a starting center for his entire rookie contract, and he'll be somewhere between decent or good. He could be a good starting center.
But will he be better than Beard Ass?
Potentially.
Yes,
potentially.
I think he will. I think what happened is everybody, and eventually they talked me into it because that's what off seasons are for.
Yes.
I was like, you guys really think that the 3rd round rookie changing positions is going to be better than a guy who just got $8 or $10 million a year or whatever in real life?
Yeah.
And everybody's answer was yes, because he can run block better because he's stronger.
Yeah.
And I do think he's a stronger player than Biotish. But this is NFL football. There's always going to be something of a learning curve. You're playing a new position. And in that game, what happened to Cooper Beebe is people didn't line up and whip his ass like was happening to Zach Martin.
Right.
What happened is every single stunt they ran,
Right.
Beebe was late.
Yeah.
Every single time.
well,
that is something that he will learn.
Well,
and not only physically, he can do this.
And it's typical of this whole how we get talked into things and overrate things. Just like everybody, I can't wait to Ryan Flournoy, the miniature Dez Bryant gets on the field.
He caught a pass and then fumbled.
And then followed literally the same thing he did in the preseason. His first preseason
But
game.
this couldn't have been worse because I came downstairs to start the
You know what
postgame
I'm
show.
saying?
And I think Aisha, right before we went, was like, well, we need to get, or at least Turpin. It was great to see that. And I was like, hey, you guys walk downstairs because it's already over. He just fumbled.
Yeah.
Turpin just fumbled too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
5 turnovers.
I mean, it's like it's like you're trying to push an agenda, not your agenda, but part of your
He
agenda.
admits
had a
it,
nice catch,
though. That's good.
But everybody wants to overrate these guys. Okay, well, Turpin got something. Like Turpin's a great returner, but to act like he's a great weapon when they do him getting the ball in Turpin's hands is not like getting the ball in Jamison Williams' hands. I don't care if Turpin runs a 4-3.
Yeah.
In the regular offense, it's
He
not
can
like,
be a good weapon for this team because you don't have good weapons.
but
I mean, he
It's
could be a
nothing,
nice
though.
piece.
The
he's
sad
a nice
reality
piece,
is,
but he's not a major weapon on offense. I'm sorry. And you spending all this thing like we got this Turpin and Deuce Vaughn package. That's crazy.
this is a bad football team, and they are not going to do anything about it.
So CC, I got you. CC Robertson, 75. Did the team quit on Mike McCarthy and the coaching staff yesterday? Very reminiscent of the Wade Phillips Green Bay game.
I don't think they did.
It's bad.
I just think they're not good.
The score says you quit, but the answer is your offensive line couldn't block their defensive line, and all your good defenders were hurt.
You're
and
being
played against a smart, good offense.
You're being outscored 110-35 in the first half of your last 4 games.
Yeah.
Anyone would naturally quit. There was only 2 guys on defense that didn't quit. Chauncey Golson, Empire's player of the game last week.
That's right.
And
He tried
Donovan
his
Wilson,
best.
who was just headhunting. Basically, it's natural. I don't think that's a sign that they're quitting on Mike McCarthy. I think they quit on themselves at the end of the
one quick thing to add to that. The last time the Cowboys lost by 38, 2010, that's when they fired Wade Phillips.
Yeah.
Was a part of that team.
You were on that team?
I was on that team.
You got Wade fired?
I did.
You quit?
Oh, that's interesting.
No, I didn't quit, but I was a part of it. Didn't do enough.
Tudor was in the super chat, y'all. I'm in England, coming to AT&T for the Giants game. Where's the best bar in Fort Worth? That's a Clarence question.
That's the Clarence question.
I was trying to look it up.
Look it up. You lived out there.
No, I don't really live in Fort Worth. I worked over there.
Oh.
I would say go to the Library Bar, go to Flying Saucer, which is a good bar.
Flying saucer chain. I'll
Go to Texas
Texas
Live.
Live tutor
There you
is
go.
very
Go to
fantastic,
Texas
very
Live on the
fun.
It's not
Yeah.
even in Fort Worth.
But go before go to the game. Go to Texas Live. It's going to be an experience you probably won't forget.
Go to
It's very
Jay
fun.
Gilligan's. Turn up. a
Oh,
little
Jay
bit.
Gilligan's is very fun.
Uptown Degree. Should we consider trading Osa and Golston at this point? You're not
Come
gonna
on,
get anything.
please.
Because we aren't likely to re-sign them, and we kind of need every pick we can get. The only thing is you're not going to get anything.
That's what I'm
for
saying.
anyone.
Who's
Trade
going
him.
to trade for Golston especially?
Hey, that was my player of the game because he tried.
Shout out to Empire.
He tried his best. It is a Magic Marker Monday. What stage of grief are you currently in? I'll give you what they all are, and we'll talk about it next on the Cowboys DLLS podcast.
Golston.
And I was scrolling through Twitter, and I could not believe what I saw. I'm looking at this, and please, this is serious, but
Yeah.
shout out to all the people that survived Hurricane Milton. But I'm scrolling through Twitter, and I'm looking, and it says, a man miraculously survives Hurricane Milton after he was discovered floating 30 miles off the Florida Gulf Coast, holding on to a cooler.
Hell yeah.
And I immediately thought
That
to
cooler
myself,
floated?
the man believed to have faced winds of 75 and 90 miles an hour and seas as high as 25 feet for an extended period of time. My first thought was
Rugged road.
rugged road.
That's a
Yeah.
rugged road
That's
cooler.
a rugged road cooler.
Had
That
to
is
be.
an absolutely
Had to be.
rugged road cooler. And if you need to survive a hurricane, in the middle of the-
No, we don't recommend trying
don't
this.
think
We're
you
not
can
riding
say
a
We
that.
do not
cooler.
recommend trying
Just
this.
know it's durable and it
it's super
floats.
durable. DLLS gets 10% off a rugged road cooler. Go over there and get you one just in case. Just in case.
All right.
They got you right.
Shout out to Rugged Road.
Shout out to Rugged Road.
Let's talk about my friends at Empire today as well. You in the market for flooring of any sort, you can get $350 off with our friends at Empire Today. EmpireToday.com/DLLS. That's how you get $350 off. It's the best place to get new flooring. And so whatever you're looking for, whether it's wood, laminate, carpet, whatever, our friends at Empire Today will take care of you, give you $350 off with that code DLLS. They keep shopping for floors simple. They have a curated product selection. You don't need thousands of different things to look at. They leave things out of their selection on purpose. That's just as important as what they put in. They comb through thousands of different samples each year to find the perfect styles. Their virtual floor designer is awesome. Great way to see how new floors will look in any space. You snap a picture, you instantly see how new floors will look in your room. Schedule an in-home estimate today. Our friends get $350 off. Promo code DLLS. EmpireToday.com/DLLS. All right.
Jesse doing his best Jerry impression with that pitch.
Magic
Is that
marker.
what?
Jesse's doing his best Jerry impression with that pitch about Rugged Road.
Oh, Rugged Road.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you.
It's a Magic Marker Monday.
Ooh, let's do this.
Okay. Let me tell everybody, because you might not know them all. The 5 stages of grief. Okay.
Oh, I know.
Welcome into our therapy sesh. And here's the thing. I just want to tell you guys, don't let a football team take your joy.
Nope.
Don't let a football team ruin your whole week. Don't even let them ruin your night. It's sport. Watch it because you enjoy watching the sport. Okay? Don't get too in now. Don't let them get you.
Can I also say this as well?
Stay up.
Hey.
Stay up.
Because they get you, it's how we get diehard fans to come watch us. We're doing ourselves, we're
Like
not-
the team, like us, like talking about
But
it. Hit the
it's-
like
it's-
button right
it's
now. We're under
diehard.
100.
they're called fans and short for fanatics, okay?
Yeah.
That's what we want. We want diehard fanatics about their teams
Okay.
to watch us.
Let me change it then. Stop giving Jerry your money. Sign up to be a diehard.
Yeah.
There you go.
$80 a year. Oh, wait, I'm going to hold that for about 10 minutes from now.
Yeah.
But we do all DLLS.com. Give us your money. You actually get a return on your investment. You get discounts, get a sweet shirt once a year, whatever. Super Chat Clarence, give it to us straight. How badly do we need a competent GM? Thank you, Ratio. It's not happening.
No.
It's not happening, guys. He's the best effing GM ever.
Nobody can
Effing
effing do
do it.
this.
Better than him.
Effing him better can than him. F. The 5 stages of grief are denial, anger. That used to be our punter's name. Bargaining, depression, and then acceptance. Which stage are you in on a Magic Marker Monday? We can talk you through it. We can work on it. All right, Magic Marker. Let me see. Denial.
So what stage
anger,
we're in?
What stage we are in?
Specifically us.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah. Which stage are you
Okay.
in? Yeah. Now Clarence is an experienced professional journalist, so he ain't gonna worry about it.
Not gonna worry about it.
Okay, let me see.
Yeah, I think we might all have the same one.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah.
Why you calling out him like that?
No, yeah, I'll switch it up. Because I think really we all are in the same one.
Yeah.
But people don't need to know that about me. People need to know that the losses don't really affect me at all. I'll go with bargaining.
That's fair.
I'll say that I'm currently in the bargaining phase. I'm right in the middle. But the good news is I'm a depression kid, so that one won't affect me. It's just normal. And then I get to skip straight to acceptance once I'm done here. So bargaining is where I am. Because I guess a part of me is like, hey, when Micah, Tank, Deron Bland, when
The
Zach
bye
Martin's
week?
back stops hurting and Beebe gets a few more games under his belt and can block these stunts up, this offense is always top 5. They'll come around, Dak and CD. You effing kidding me?
Also, that red zone thing you talked about.
Yeah, it's going to come around.
Come around.
One day, that's all going to come around. And I'm bargaining with other teams for a running back and a D tackle and a receiver. And then I'm cooking with something.
But they won't.
I'm bargaining.
But they won't bargain.
What kind of grease you cooking with?
Huh? Bacon grease. We cooking with bacon grease at that point. You cook your eggs in the bacon grease, which makes them kind of
Bacony too?
yeah.
Bacon flavored eggs?
Well, just kind of you just
Just-
want that extra grease on it.
It is, yeah.
Bacon flavored eggs?
Just fat flavored.
Oh, so you make the bacon first,
Yeah.
and then the leftover grease, you just pop the 2 eggs in
Yeah, you
there?
just dump the egg to 2.
I'm not mad at that.
8.
I'm a 4-egg guy. Am I going next?
You a 2
You can
sandwich
go
kid?
next.
You're next.
For sure. I'm a 2 sandwich kid. So let's just be honest, guys.
Yeah.
What is that? You accepted
So
this?
that's Atlantic Coast Conference Patents.
Yeah.
Did I spell that
Uh,
right?
uh,
No,
no,
you
it, just,
did.
it looks like ACC.
It looks like Atlantic Coast Conference.
I still don't know
It
who's
looked like you
Because the
capitalized
ACC is
ACC.
capitalized. Yeah.
You know how I do my tweets and everything. Like that, so.
You and Cam Newton.
Yeah, man. I've been this way for a very long time. Okay. Let me also say this to the people.
Okay.
This team doesn't care about you guys.
Oh,
No.
That's not true.
Dak cares.
That's not true.
This-
That's not
Dak
true.
cares.
Don't do
Chauncey
that.
tried his best.
This
Don't
team,
do that.
Chauncey did.
this,
Don't do that.
if you
Don't do that.
got lost today,
But you got lost. You wanted to say if you died, but you didn't want to.
I didn't want to.
Yeah, you did.
Don't do that.
But if you got lost at sea
Yeah. And you didn't have a rugged road cooler.
and you
to
didn't
go
have
to.
a girl,
Are we doing this again?
they're not coming to find you. No one in that locker room would care about
I
you.
think Jordan Lewis.
That's
might
not
be
the
fine.
point.
What I'm saying is that I've accepted the fact that this is just not a good football team, nor is it a good football franchise.
Well,
And let me finish. You have your turn, and you can say whatever you want about what's on your board. This is my time.
Yeah, shut up.
Thank you. Appreciate you. I've come to the realization that it's just a long time ago. As someone who's played in this organization,
Yeah.
organization has changed my life, has bought houses for me, has bought cars for me, and a lot of nice things.
Congrats.
Thank you. Appreciate it. It is what it is. It is what it is. And when you can accept the fact that this is not going to be a good football team, nor would it be a good franchise, I think that's when your life changes.
Yeah.
And if you want your life to be better,
It's very free.
and you want your life to be freeing
Yeah, it's
and
very free.
enjoyable and peaceful,
Yeah.
you too should accept the fact this team is not winning anything. Not now, not later.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at.
And this organization also opened the doors for you to work with us.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
glad you're here.
You wouldn't be with us if you wouldn't be Mr. Fourth and Long.
I'm thankful.
Okay?
Yeah.
Let us work
We
with
wouldn't care about you.
Yeah, I'm an
former
acceptable-
Cowboy.
I think
I wouldn't. Trust me, if I wasn't a former Cowboy,
I
I'd
wouldn't
be
care.
I'd be back in the security thing.
I'm acceptance as well, but I've been covering the Cowboys since 1997 for playoff wins. It is what it is. It's what it's been. So, I don't get caught up into it. But I would say this, and I'm Fans-
This team also allowed you to be brought here.
Yeah. If you didn't cover
If
this
you didn't
team,
cover this team,
I wouldn't
yeah,
care
I'll
about
be covering the Kansas City Chiefs. I'd be covering somewhere. I'd be covering somebody. I'm an NFL journalist.
Yeah,
you know,
he'd be all right.
I'd be somewhere
Nice like
covering pro football. No, I wouldn't be here with y'all, but I'd be covering pro football.
You be dealing with something.
Okay,
Dumbasses.
maybe a winning team.
Mahomes.
Okay, Maybe, but
You be covering the Patriots.
I would say this. I'm opposite of you guys. Now, I did tell fans at halftime, be like the Sooners, leave the stadium and go enjoy the state fair. Understand, don't let this beautiful day get away. Don't quit on your team. I'm sorry. Don't do that. Don't quit on your team.
I love when the fan comes
Don't
out.
quit on your
I love
team.
when the fan. Here it is.
Don't quit on your team.
Here's
Don't-
legacy
He's
chill.
not
Don't-
acceptance. He's
don't-
bargaining.
Yes,
No,
you're bargaining.
I'm talking to fans.
You're
Look,
bargaining.
I accepted who the Cowboys are, but I am covering.
But you guys don't.
We know adorable Cub fans who've never won nothing and keep supporting their team.
Took them 100 years.
It doesn't, but they support their team.
So see you in
as a
2070?
fan, your job is to support your team. That's what you do. That's why they're here. We need them here all season. We don't need them quitting on their team.
No, we just change about what we talk about.
But
It's draft season, baby. We're tanking.
But what I'm saying is,
Finals.
whether it's draft
Thank
season
you.
or not,
Cheering the other way.
your job as a fan, your life as a fan, don't steer your kids away from rooting for the home team, whoever that guy was. Root for the home team. Root for your team. This represents your city, represents a region. Yes, you're going through a bad time, but at least you got 5 Super Bowls.
Oh, hell.
There's some teams don't have 5 Super Bowls.
And a lot of
Detroit
these
ain't
fans
got
haven't been
no
alive.
Super Bowls.
A lot of these fans haven't been
What-
alive.
what did
There's a
these-
security
what
guy,
is-
yeah.
We're talking to a security guy.
I just want to point out that you went from acceptance, the final stage, to bargaining, the third stage, all the way back to denial. My man.
No. Joe,
My man jumped back twice.
Joe and I do our little video on the field after the game. This is a security guy who lives in Fort Worth and knows me from covering the Cowboys, and he strikes up a conversation every time we're trying to get off the field, trying to
I
get
listen.
back up to the press box. What did he tell us last night? He got into an argument with a Detroit fan.
Yeah, a Lions fan, and he told him, like, hey, at least we have a Super Bowl and you don't. Or at least we know what it feels like. And so I guess he can hold that over him all the time. But guess what? There's a lot of Cowboys fans that haven't been alive to see a Super Bowl.
Yeah, none of your players can say it.
Aisha literally has not been alive for it.
Where's Aisha?
She's not here today.
Okay.
She got some stuff. The Lion players are like, wait, but we're way better than you, weirdo.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Right now.
Joe, what state?
But if
are
they
you in?
don't win the Super Bowl, it don't matter
Why doesn't it matter?
because it's only the Super
Who
Bowl.
feels better today, Lion fan or Cowboy fan?
Facts.
Is it just nothing matters except
Well,
for
the,
the last game
the
of the
Saints
season?
danced in the AT&T Stadium and they haven't won since.
Yeah, that's fine, but the
They
Lions
felt
are
good after that game, right?
the Lions are a playoff team. That's the best team in the NFC right now. They feel good.
Yeah. I'm also going with acceptance with parentheses. It's Ashton GT time. So
Oh, the Boise State running back?
Yeah. So enjoy that, guys. No, the thing, I was definitely in the bargaining stage, kind of coming into this week because I thought that they had showed promise in certain things. I know they had a lot of injuries on defense, but they had kind of looked like their run defense was kind of figuring itself out, being gap sound, doing their jobs. And then they just had the exact same thing happen over and over again at home. What?
He's making fun of me.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Clarence is squinting, trying to read the
Gotcha,
chat.
gotcha. But the script has been the same, and I think at the end of the day, you wonder, okay, well, what's going on, right? Are they cursed at AT&T Stadium? Is the home game, prep and how they go to, are they sleeping in their own beds, and that's a problem? No, at the end of the day, and here's where the acceptance comes in. They've played bad teams on the road and good teams at home. You look at it at how, and the Saints are a little bit of an exception because they're on an absolute pitfall right now, but they were playing well when that happened.
Yeah.
They are just, at the end of the day, you want to look in the mirror this week. What can you improve in the bye week? At the end of the day, it starts with themselves. They're not a good football team right now.
And then the funny thing about it is we get
I
back to
accept
my legacy stuff.
No.
Everybody wants to get their jollies on beating the Cowboys. Everybody wants to. So as they continue down this road, they play.
For what? Y'all, other teams should feel bad for the Cowboys.
No, they
Don't get up for this
Baltimore
team.
wanted to come in and embarrass the Cowboys down TV and let everybody know we are for real. The Saints want to do that. And the 49ers always on the Cowboys.
Detroit definitely wanted to do that.
Yeah, but Detroit wants
They just
to do
want
that.
to get a tackle
And you know
eligible touchdown.
Atlanta's going to want to do that. When they get to Atlanta, if they're still playing well, they go, oh, we're going to show everybody against the Cowboys.
If the Cowboys beat Atlanta,
Washington's going to, Jalen Daniels going to let everybody know, I'm for real. I'm going to kill the Cowboys.
I don't know if I'm buying this.
if Atlanta beats the Cowboys, it will be tank time. I will begin actively cheering for losses.
If they lose the next 2 weeks,
Yeah.
for sure.
Then we're trying to get.
It's over
we're playing for draft picks.
the facade that we play well on the road and only lose at home will be out the window.
Yeah.
Back-to-back road
Because
games.
as you pointed out, they played bad teams on the road.
Yeah.
And they beaten bad teams on the road. They had good teams at home. Well, you got the 49ers in Atlanta coming up.
I would like to thank Captain Thunder, who is in the super chat every day, just to be mad at Dak. And I would like to thank you again for giving us money just to say that you're mad at that.
He's trash, Clarence. Why you calling me out?
Daniel in the super chat. Love you, Daniel. Should the Cowboys try to trade D-Law for anything during the season? I know it'll be difficult to do, but try to trade CD during the offseason. Yeah, CD would be really hard to trade because he just got paid.
How you going to trade D-Law and he's hurt?
Yeah, you got to wait for him to be healthy again.
And he won't be healthy until after the trade deadline is over, guys. Come on.
And he's getting older, and he's probably doesn't
In the
have
last
the
year of his
value.
contract.
They also don't loudly rebuild. They silently rebuild.
No, he denied that.
I know. I'm just.
After he said it.
Well, he said soft.
He denied that. No, I reset it. He denied. He didn't say. He didn't mean soft. He didn't mean what he said.
Okay, so
Yeah.
he can just say whatever he wants and then just say he didn't.
Well, technically, he
That's
co-signed.
denial.
He co-signed what someone else said, but I think he was co-signing the back end of the statement, not the front end of the statement. Because when I reset it, he said I didn't mean.
So do you think he's in denial or bargaining?
Oh, Jerry's in denial. Everybody's in denial. But he's also going straight to the bank because the stadium's still going to be full.
Well, it doesn't have to be. Instead, we could just have a lot of people carrying around die-hard cards.
The problem is that if the Cowboy fans don't go, you know who's going? The opposing team's fans.
That's already
Cowboys.
happened.
That's right. So the stadium's still going to be full.
It's already happening.
It's still going to be full.
That's true.
All right, one more segment left. How much of that did look like give up to you? And how much was it they don't have the horses? We'll talk about that next on the Cowboys DLLS Podcast. Now back to what I was saying. If you're mad at Jerry, stop with swiping a credit card and stuff, man. Buy our stuff. All DLLS.com. Sign up to be a diehard. You get all sorts of cool stuff. You get a free T-shirt. I don't know if Jerry gives you a free T-shirt.
He
We
ain't giving
will.
you nothing free.
We give you a free T-shirt every year out of our sweet merch store. And our merch is sweet. Then you get 20% off all your merch, 20% off all the events that are currently in the works right now. Access to our members-only Discord. Your little carrying card. Get your little carrying card. What?
No, I love the carrying cards.
Little get your, you get your diehard card just to let people know that you're a diehard. Access to great stuff. That's what you get when you sign up at alldlls.com. Our version of Jerry is kind, cares, competitive, all in. We cut checks to form this thing. You think your boy came cheap? DLLS dad pays for the best. Does free agency. We don't have to trade because there are no better players than what we got. Sign up to be a diehard or
Yeah.
else.
Y'all
Or
wait, till,
else.
y'all wait till I get to that CD Lamb holdout contract
Or else.
negotiations in the offseason. No.
Listen, and when you do,
Nah.
we'll like who we got. You know what?
Like
We
our
like-
guys.
like
We're
our
gonna-
guys.
We're going to play. We're going to talk about the guys that are here.
We don't like our guys while you go play for the Jets.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna be fine.
One week before show one starts.
Can we
Back.
can we talk about? I know we're going before. Can we talk about how petty Detroit was? How they tried to embarrass
I love
and
it.
humiliate
I loved it.
and humiliate the Cowboys.
I loved it.
with 11 tackle eligible plays.
I loved it.
Can I change my answer on Magic Marker? It was always my real answer. This is how I know that the actual stage I'm in is acceptance. Because I thought what the Lions were doing was hilarious.
It was.
Oh, it was so
Like,
fun.
I was-
we laughed every single time in
And
the
I'm
press
sure
box.
if you're just a diehard and you live and die with this team, like I bet that might have been infuriating. But to me, that you could tell the Lions still feel they got cheated last year against the Cowboys, and they wanted your blood.
But
They're up 40 to whatever on the one and called a one-on-one pass play to score again. They were trying to run hook and ladders to Penei Sewell. They almost got a contested catch from their left tackle on Damone Clark, which I wanted him to catch it because that would be hilarious. I thought it was
Did you see
hilarious.
Damone Clark's face after that? Too? He was
I mean,
Almost got.
he was like,
but what's also true is the fact that they spent so much time game planning is had no respect for the Cowboys.
No.
They knew the Cowboys had no chance. They knew they were going to kick the living crap out of the Cowboys.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
Sam Laporta touchdown?
Yes.
That was a Niners play.
Right.
They ran a year ago with George Kittle.
I mean, but
Yeah.
That's how
they
they
knew
scored that
that,
play.
Yeah.
when you're running hook and ladders to the tackle, they started the game with a tackle eligible.
They
And
ended
the
it
fact that the official have to announce it on the, throughout the stadium every time,
Yeah.
11 times he's announcing such and such reported eligible. I mean, that's
And
just
Skipper.
rubbing it in. And then not only reporting eligible, then you, again, trying to throw a touchdown pass to Skipper or
Taylor
It was
Decker.
Taylor Decker.
yeah.
You're trying to do hook and ladder with Penei Sewell. You got Skipper lined up at wide receiver, and you throw the flea flicker pass. They did not take the Cowboys seriously
Defensively,
at all.
they started lining up like Mike Zimmer's defense with the double-A gap.
Did you see that six-man pressure where they ran that
Yeah,
stunt?
they put the double-A gap.
And the worst part about when they had the backup quarterback in the game, they got to like the 35-yard line. They had a chance to put 50. They could have kicked the field goal. They decided to go for it. They showed mercy by not putting a 50 burger on the scoreboard because they have a good kicker. They think the kicker came from the USFL.
Yeah.
That kicks like 70-yarders.
Yeah, Aubrey special.
Yes. They turned down a field goal and went and did a pass so that, and the Cowboys stopped them. But they could have put a 50 burger on the board.
How many times have you seen someone declare eligible on victory formation?
No.
That happened.
That's funny.
That happened. The last play of the game,
It was
Dan Skipper is eligible for
Dan,
kneeling.
and listen, I love Dan Campbell, Glen Rose kid, Aggie, but a salted.
Wait, a Longhorn loves an Aggie?
No, he's salted earth guy.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, I know.
salt. I mean, I covered him when he was the Cowboys. Salted earth guy. He was never given nothing. Okay, he was never a superstar. He was just a blocking tight end. Worked hard, but he talked down to earth guy. And coming into this league, he was passed over for the Dolphins job. Cowboys didn't consider him for the job, but he's been coaching. Just a hardworking guy. Was given nothing. When he got this job, he was laughed at because he was biting kneecaps.
Yeah.
He was a freaking laughing stock. They got this meathead as head coach. Look at this meathead now.
Yeah, and I think that the best thing about Dan Campbell is you think of the meathead, tight end, biting kneecaps, right?
Yeah.
You think of him as a meathead, and yet he's also smart enough to hire really good coaches and let them go to work.
Yeah.
Well said.
That team goes for it on fourth down more than anybody.
Yeah.
That team is willing to live with making the right decisions, regardless of what is established in the NFL, and be on the cutting edge of how you're doing things. The blocking tight end is down with you running all of your trick plays.
Right.
He's
down with it all.
That's a good coach.
Yeah. And that's what you look at and so the juxtaposition last night was Jerry's like, they were having fun at our expense, in the post-game locker room. But Jerry also said, which I think he said the SH word, but he said basically said we're in the crapper.
Yeah.
That 1 minute we need to get better. We can get better. I believe in the guys we got. And in the same vein, he says, look, we're in the crapper right now. This team is in the crapper.
Did Ben Johnson put on an audition last night for
so here's
Jerry Jones?
Yeah, but he's not gonna. Yeah.
Here's the thing: is I think maybe, yes, Ben Johnson's showing off to the NFL, and he's going to be. This is the Lions' offensive coordinator. He will be a head coach next year.
Yeah,
He'll be probably the hottest name in this year's.
Yeah, because
coaching
he
search.
turned down the Carolina job because he wanted too much money.
Yeah, he didn't get the money he wanted.
Well, and Carolina is a terrible place to go. So
Right.
you better,
There were other
you
options,
better
too.
overpay.
Right,
me.
and why would he come here?
And so
Ben Johnson's going back to UNC.
Ah.
Come on, Ben Johnson.
No.
Come back home, baby.
No.
Come back home.
he might have auditioned. The problem is
Come back home, Ben.
if he was thinking about his audience, he would have run the triple option of the wing T. Jerry Jones is not impressed by current NFL football. Jerry Jones wants you to line up with 6 running backs and smash it in people's face. So Ben Johnson can't have this job because what they would do is they would interview Ben Johnson. He'd be like, tell me your plans for this team. And he would draw up plans like, and here's how we'll get CD open no matter how they do coverage.
I would literally.
Here's how we're going to make Dak's life easier. And Jerry would say, it was really nice to meet you. Thank you. Have a great day. And then he would hire Bill Belichick.
Yeah, and steal all his plans that he showed him.
He wouldn't steal anything.
No.
Cowboys
Yeah,
don't
run it.
steal.
They don't steal.
Cowboys don't steal crap.
Yeah.
I think you should steal. Let me be a head coach for one day. And the first thing I would tell every coach on my staff is, hey, at the end of the weekend, give me 3 plays from around the league.
Every single game.
Every week.
The Andy
Yeah.
Reid special. That's what Andy Reid does.
Yes, steal.
Andy Reid,
every week.
Andy Reid
Oh, crap.
says
Their plays are better than ours.
he basically has a suggestion box. And for players and coaches, bring me your plays.
Janitor?
Like,
literally a janitor?
Bring
Give him a
me
play?
your plays. Let me see them.
Yeah.
Because you might have them that we can use.
How shocked are we? 6 games of the season, we're at this point.
I am shocked that I could feel this bad about a 3-3 team. That's the wild part. Right. They're
Yeah.
500.
Right, that's because somebody asked me, should they fire me? So it's hard to fire a 3-3 coach.
You're in the mix.
But this is a 3-3 team
Especially
with
in
the
the NFC.
arrow going down. This is a
Yeah.
3-3 team that looks like they're at rock bottom.
Yeah.
Can you be at rock bottom at 3-3? But that's what it feels like. They're 3-3 and at rock bottom.
It's the way it's happening because at the end of the day, you're just getting blown out at home. You're getting obliterated. You guys were talking about what's your favorite blown off word? Obliterated is mine.
Oh, yeah. What's your favorite word for when you get whooped?
Yeah.
Mollywops.
I like mollywops.
Mollywops great.
And I like boat raced.
Boat
I
race.
love boat race.
Shellacked is great.
Yeah.
Long story short,
I like boat race.
It's
though.
not even
I'm
close.
a fan of boat race.
I mean, it's not even close. I mean, these first halves are the same exact way. What did I tweet right before the first half ended or the first quarter ended? The last 3 games against the Cowboys, they've all been 21-6 or something like that at the end of the first quarter. And the Lions were this close to actually doing the same exact thing. And then they ended up having a worse score anyways.
Well,
This is a low point because there's things that you just seemingly can't fix. We're talking about curses and magic and what the hell is going on in AT&T Stadium rather than the fact that you just can't correct simple mistakes.
Yeah.
It's mind-blowing. It's baffling. I keep using the word baffling.
Yeah. You know, Dak said after the game that intercepted the CD in the second quarter, that nothing good happened for the offense after that.
Yeah, not a play.
Not a play
I think
good.
he had like 3 completions after that.
Yeah, he was
the
terrible.
man coverage
But-
was like 3 or
But
4.
nothing good happened to the Cowboys after that. And that's just how it was. I mean, there was nothing to feel good about their performance. Offense, defense, nothing. When Turpin ran that kick back and he got tackled, first thing I said was field goal. They're not scoring.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
And they got sacked on the first play.
Yeah, immediately.
They're not scoring.
Immediately.
That's the first thing I said was
Spark
field
and
goal.
then sizzle.
There was nothing that felt that they were going to get close to the end zone or get into the end zone.
Mike McCarthy should coach the NBA.
I don't get it.
All he gives up is threes. All he gets is
Ah.
It's the new way to NBA. Steph Curry and company.
Well, Klay Thompson's in town. Maybe they're
Splash
honoring,
Bro.
maybe the Cowboys are honoring Klay Thompson.
Okay.
And all
So
the
what-
threes he's going to shoot this year.
Stars are 3-0. Make sure that you're checking out all of our DLLS Stars podcasts. That team's doing something. The Cowboys will have to. I don't know that it's possible, but they will have to take a week, get healthy, in theory, get Parsons and Bland back, and now go beat the San Francisco 49ers.
Would it be typical Cowboys, especially everybody's
happening.
jumped
Lost
off
3
the
in a row.
It's
bandwagon
not happening.
that they're going to beat
They're
San
not.
Francisco?
It
It's not
would
happening.
be the most Cowboy thing of all time.
It's not happening.
And then they go to lose to Atlanta. Then we're just
Yeah.
it's this roller coaster that we're on. I mean, that's what it's been like since 1997.
What's my guy's name? Jordan Mason?
Yeah.
They're 8-8.
He's going to rush for 150.
$153
Well,
touchdowns.
so no, Jordan Mason,
Jordan Mason.
Isaac Guerrendo, 250.
253
Yeah,
touchdowns.
touchdowns.
And that's why the Cowboys.
Did they get that 175 that we bet on?
Oh,
Did they get the 175?
They got 180.
Oh,
They got
you
one-
got
no,
it?
listen, stop, guys.
Oh,
They got-
yeah.
don't,
oh, he already knows.
They got 184. You don't have to do the math. You don't have to do the math, guys.
So what does Claire tell you? A pinky toe?
Yeah, what do you owe me?
It was lunch.
Lunch. We got
Lunch.
lunch.
All right.
Lunch.
Okay.
What are you hungry for?
I don't know. Beating Clarence is
Oh,
that's the part for me. The lunch is just the cherry on top.
just desserts.
Just for him to have to say that he lost to me.
Listen, I have no
You
problem.
apologize
I don't
and
have
you
no-
lost to me in one
I
day.
have no
Today is going to
problem.
be a good Monday.
Just make sure you do it the other way. I have no problem.
Yeah, I'm with you, brother.
Montgomery.
I'm still looking for that. I'm still looking for that. That 30 points that y'all said they was gonna score last week. Remember y'all was in it? Who? Ain't no owls on this show.
Who's gonna- who?
DLLS.
No, but who said that?
Who?
boy, look at you two, boy. Just 2 owls.
Who's going to score 30 points?
Who? How many licks did it take to get
Against
this
who?
center? Y'all said that.
Against who?
Detroit.
I
We said
picked
they
the
were gonna score
Cowboys to
30?
win.
Y'all was like, oh, they can get 30.
I literally did a reverse psychology thing and said
I
that
said
the-
they need to.
And I kept saying, where does 30 come from? They're like, oh, it can happen.
No,
I did not say that. No.
I picked the
no.
Cowboys to win. I mean, the Lions to win.
I probably said it could happen.
I didn't have the Cowboys
If you just
scoring
move
30
the ball
points.
well and then execute in the red zone, you can score on the Lions defense.
And I had the Lions scoring over 30
We got
points.
one more
Even
super chat.
Oh, we got super chat.
Yeah,
Cowboys 615. Jerry Jones is senile. Point blank. Period.
Well, yeah.
On a serious note, if we tank, who and what position would you want to tank for?
I'll
Just
let you know.
asking.
I'll let you know in about 2 weeks. But yeah, right now the popular
Ashton
name.
Gene T.
But
is the Boise State running
the
back.
problem with
I
that
ain't take
is
him for a
the
running
problem is that if they're in the top 10, they're not picking a running back.
Probably not.
Running
Ashton
back. They're not.
Gene T.
I would
Probably
love them to have that.
Frisco
That's why you want to be in the
Lone
middle.
Star.
You don't want to. You're not picking a running back in the top 10.
Well, but what you can
Oh,
do.
he's from Frisco.
What you do is you get in the top 10. You trade back to 17,
Yeah.
add some picks. Now you can pick a running
Okay, there you go. You don't pick a running back in the top 10.
I love that. Like Or you can do like the Lions do and pick the best players. The Lions
Seems to be working out.
The Lions had the dumbest draft ever by value. Like they went running back, tight end, linebacker, or I might have flipped those. Campbell before Laporta. They went Gibbs and then Sam Laporta and Jack Campbell were their 3 picks in like the top 35.
They had a plan.
They picked the good players.
Sam Laporta, 52-yard touchdown. Jameer Gibbs, electric as hell. And then Jack Campbell, pretty decent.
Grabbing tight ends all the time.
Yeah.
We have
Oh,
600
shout out
watching,
you guys.
And none of you know how to hit the like button? Ain't that a bitch?
Wow.
What's my favorite word?
Can y'all hit the
Can we? Man, what you call him? What you call him?
hit the like button on the way out?
Did you threaten him?
Or else. Remember, you have no idea what anybody's going through. Even Jerry. Happy 82nd birthday, buddy.
82, baby.
And
Jerry's
Will McClay.
82.
Happy birthday, Will McClay.
Oh, yeah. Happy birthday to the actual good GM.
Yes, Will McClay.
Yeah.
Cowboys are so bad, fans were killing Will McClay yesterday because I wish Will McClay happy birthday. He's part of it, too.
Eliminate the contingencies.
Yeah, be cool to people.
Y'all silly like the mayor.